me from the hay. It's just another war.
Stop number 8 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. After a rock'em sock'em race at Bristol, we are here for some more short track action. This time we're at North Wilkesboro for the running of the First Union 400. Here on this classic and old school 5/8 mile racetrack, 0.625 miles in length, and we are set for 40 laps of action here today. And it's a couple of veterans on the pole for today's event. On the pole for the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet, it is Charles Sanford on the pole for this race. His first pole, I believe, this season in the DuPont Chevrolet car number 24. Beside him in the number 1 Tracker Bass Pro Shops Chevy Impala is Trent Dunham, Second Motorsports. He's been on a roll. Comes in this race number 5 in the points chase. Joshua Osborne, the number 10 Tide Ford, here has the inside of row number 2. And Nicholas Romero in the number 15 Hayes Motoms Ford, the winner at Rockingham. Jesse Turner, the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, has the inside of the next row. And Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Dodge Dealers Dodge. Then it's Johnny Gardner, number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. And beside him, Austin LaPlante, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Then it's the Pennzoil Pontiac car number 30 of Ryan George having the inside of the 5th row. And beside him, the Tabasco Hot Sauce Pontiac number 35 of James Richardson. Levi McIntyre in the Exide Batteries SKF Ford has the inside of the next row down. And beside him, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Zach Rogers. He's alongside. Then it's the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac number 44 of Noah Cars. He has the inside of the next row. And Dalton Day, the winner at Texas this season, the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. Then Zach Austin, number 23 Smokin' Joe's Ford, and beside him William Bedford, the winner at Atlanta this season, in the Aquafresh Pontiac car number 00. Another Pontiac, Kev Scherer, the number 32 Tide Pontiac for PPI Motorsports, and the number 71 Prodigy Chevrolet of Ryan Madden. He's been on the downslide in the points chase as of late. Cooper Cyron, the number 11 FedEx Kinko Chevrolet, the winner at Darlington, and beside him John Arndt, the number 19 Dodge Dealers Dodge. And here's the command to fire the engines here at North Wilkesboro.
Drivers, start your engines.
And get the fire the engines. We get some racing here today. There you see Matt Dallio, the number 6 Valvoline Ford, sitting alongside Levi Shones in a number 01 U.S. Army Pontiac. Up alongside. Kyle Matthews comes in this race, the championship leader here, and he starts way back in the Coors Light Silver Bullet car number 42. He'll be running in today's event. 40 laps is this here today, and all Chevrolet front row and an all Ford second row. How do you like that? For a race at North Wilkesboro, as the green flag waves, and we are underway here at North Wilkesboro. Joshua Osborne going inside of Trent Dunham. Now he goes inside of Charles Sanford for position as they round turn number 4. Who's going to lead the first lap of the race? It's going to be Osborne, I believe. Yes, it will be Osborne, as he'll lead lap number 1 of this event. Charles Sanford giving chase in at second position. Trent Dunham and Jesse Turner battling it out for position. Turner in the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet. And old Nicholas Romero's going to go 3 wide for that third spot. Thinks better of it. Ducks back in behind Turner. Johnny Gardner running in the 6th position in the numbers 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Couple of veterans here, Levi McIntyre and Jessica Shelton battling it out here. McIntyre comes into this race 16th in points. Shelton coming in 7th. And 3 wide behind, Zach Rogers inside of Noah Cars and Austin LaPlante. Battling out for position, Zach Rogers, the diehard Dale Earnhardt fan. On board, Zach Rogers' car running right there behind Jessica Shelton. Rogers runs 10th right now. And look how high they bring this RPMs up. Now this is the second of 3 straight short track races here on the schedule for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. They were at Bristol last weekend, then next time, and then the next race after this, they'll be at the shortest. They'll be at one of the shortest tracks on the circuit at Martinsville, and then go from there to the longest and fastest, Talladega, for the Aaron's 499 as they come out of turn number 4. McIntyre goes up in the high side. Now here comes Ryan George inside of Shelton, and Jessica slams the door on Ryan George. Says, "Nuh-uh, you ain't taking that position from me." And she goes back, and she moves all the way up to 7th right now. And has an eye set on Johnny Gardner in the 6th position. Trent Dunham dropping down to 5th. 4th is William Bedford. 3rd, Jesse Turner. Charles Sanford running in 2nd. Sanford in desperate need of a good run. His best finish this season has been a 4th at Atlanta. Right now comes in this race 29th in the standings in the DuPont Chevrolet, and looks for a good finish. And right now he's on his way to 1 right now. But he's got Joshua Osborne on his sides. Osborne, the leader of the race, and he has been on a slump. He had a okay run at Bristol the last stop on the tour. He comes in this race 18th in the standings, and he was a championship leader at one point after Rockingham, then fell from the lead to 20th in the points. So several drivers who were in the early leaders this season have been on a slump as of late. But now one who's really been on a tear is this man here, Trent Dunham, who finished 2nd the last race on the tour at Bristol. And by contrast, has come from 20th to 5th in the points the last few races. So don't think this few races of the season, there's been some comers and goers. Jessica Shelton, I see her right there battling with Ryan George for 7th position rather. Zach Austin running in 9th. 10th is Zach Rogers now battling with Levi McIntyre for that 10th position. James Richardson running in 11th. 12th is Matt Dallio. 13th, Austin LaPlante. Marty Johnson, the Daytona 500 champ, running in 14th right now. Noah Carson now in a battle with Stephanie Gardner and Levi Shones for position. Two Pontiacs and a Ford. Stephanie, however, she got her first top 10 at Bristol this season, but she is way down in a dismal 39th in the points. So Stephanie in really need of a pick-me-up in the points chase. Still early on the season, though. This is the 8th race out of 40 for the season. Cooper Cyron battling with Levi Shones there. Kev Shearer in the 32 running in the 20th position. There's Ryan Madden inside now of Zach Flickinger in the 33. Madden in the 71. John Arndt, their dang pace car. John Arndt going inside of Luis Hernandez. William Bedford in there. Dylan Poteet in 22. Running in 26 right now. Poteet's really been off to a bad start this season. Michael Turner and Corey Williams battling in there with Dalton Day, the winner at Texas. Dalton slipping back to 29th right now. Chris Dodd, Zachary Fitzwater inside of William Brock. Quentin Moore in 21. Joseph Romero. And there's the point leader, Kyle Matthews in the number 42 Coors Light Silver Bullet. There he is outside of Dallas McIntosh. Matthews running in 35th spot. He is the point leader coming in. Seth Cole, another guy who's been on a hot streak, also back in the back. Here's Seth running. Seth came in this race 6th in the points, and he is back in 37th position. And the man who took the win at Bristol contrast is Dylan Young in the 2. He is in next to last position. Joshua Collard holding the last spot in the 43 car. Now Dylan Young getting underneath JT Bryant for position. And another guy who's been leading the points for a while and just slipped back is the 18 car of Jeremy Jones. He right now running in the 38th position, now getting up underneath Kyle Matthews. But Jeremy right now sitting in the 17th position in the points. So some really good racing all the way around here at North Wilkesboro, and that was the full field rundown. Back up front, nothing's changed. Still Joshua Osborne out in front. looking for his first win of the season, the Season 2 champ of the series, back when he drove the number 13 Jennifer Jo Cobb car. Now driving for Ricky Rudd in the number 10 Tide Ford. That's a 96 Thunderbird he's driving. Charles Sanford in a 98 Chevrolet. On board, Charles Sanford's car, number 24. And notice right here in this in-car shot, he's running about a lane lower than is Joshua Osborne. Through 3 and 4. Now Osborne runs the line Sanford wants to run in the first and second turns. But Charles is trying to close up as we are past halfway right now. 23 of 40 in the books. 17 laps to go. Battle for third about to happen here. Nicholas Romero and Jesse Turner battling for position right now to 17 and a 15. Johnny Gardner running in 5th. Trent Dunham trying to get back underneath in the 6th position. There is a battle between Johnny and Trent, and may throw Jessica Shelton in the mix in the 9 car here in a minute when she closes up on the back of Trent's car. Shelton running in 7th position. 8th position is Ryan George. Zach Austin and Zach Rogers, the pair of Zachs going on for the 9th position. Austin running in 9th and Rogers running in 10th. So great. So single file racing, but still some bumper-to-bumper action here happening here at North Wilkesboro. But Osborne continuing to click off some incredible laps at over 114 miles an hour. And already down to the final 13 laps of this race. This time by. So I'd say for both Joshua Osborne and for Charles Sanford both, this will be a great points harvest for those two. Osborne has not had a top 5 finish since the 2nd place run at Rockingham. He also came in 4th, I believe, in the Daytona 500. You got Ford in 1st, and then Chevrolet 2nd and 3rd. Ford's in 4th and 5th, then a Chevy in 6th, a Dodge in 7th, then Pontiac in 8th, then Ford 9th, and a Chevrolet in 10th. On board with Jessica Shelton, running right behind Trent Dunham. Ten laps to go. Nicholas Romero sliding up on the high side. Johnny Gardner trying to take a peek down low. But nothing doing. Romero closes the door on Gardner for position. But Johnny still not giving up in that 28 car. Here he comes inside again, but nothing doing. Romero trying to hold his line, and he does so this time in 1 and 2. See what happens up through 3 and 4. Ford's battling it out here, a pair of Thunderbirds. There's the leaders. There's Osborne, Sanford, Turner. And apparently Nicholas Romero, the car's tightened up back just a little bit. And hangs on to that 4th position. 6 laps to go. Battle for 6 going on. Trent Dunham in the 1, Jessica Shelton in the 9. Battling it out. Take you one more look through the field. James Richardson trying to go up underneath. Levi McIntyre for 11th position. Pretty much single file all the way around this racetrack. And this is not the day Kyle Matthews wants in that 42 car. As I said, Kyle Matthews came in as the points leader, is dead last at the moment in the 42 car. So seems like you do not want to be the points leader coming into a race. And I'll tell you what, when we get the Homestead for the finale looking that way, I better beware if I'm the points leader coming on the Homestead, really. And Matthews came in this race 11 points ahead of Marty Johnson in the points chase. As we're already down to 2 laps to go for Joshua Osborne, as he has led. He started his race in 3rd position, led the first lap. And the man who won the pole, Charles Sanford, right there in 2nd position, trying to hope something. Not wishing any bad luck for Sanford. I'm sure not wishing any bad luck though, but I'm hoping something goes wrong with Osborne's car. The white flag waves, 1 lap remaining. Still maintaining the same advantage here. For position, Charles Sanford trying to close in on Osborne as they come out of turn number 2. The number 10, tied Ford for Rudd Performance Motorsports. Rounds turn number 4. The first GT 400 belongs to Joshua Osborne. He wins at North Wilkesboro. 2nd place with a great performance, Charles Sanford. 3rd, Jesse Turner. 4th, Nicholas Romero. 5th, Johnny Gardner. 6th to Trent Dunham. 7th, Jessica Shelton. 8th, Ryan George. 9th, Zach Austin, and Zach Rogers finishing in 10th position. And a bunch up happening on the cool down lap at Wilkesboro. Several folded up hoods there on the 71 car, the 4 car. Oh, and Seth Cola runs into the barriers on the pit road. Folded up hood on Dylan Young's North Genuine draft car, as is Corey Williams' Lowe's machine. But average speed 114.187 miles an hour, caution free at Wilkesboro here. The new setup for the short track seemed to be performing very well. Where was that when they needed it? At Bristol, that's for sure. Levi McIntyre holds on for 11th position. 12th, James Richardson. 13th, Matt Dallio. 14th, Austin LaPlante. Good day for him. Marty Johnson, I think maybe your point leader. I don't know. We'll see how the points are battling. The points will be at the end of the video, as always. Noah Carr's finishing 16th. Stephanie Gardner 17th. 18th, Cooper Cyron. Levi Shones 19th. Kev Shearer finishing in 20th position. John Arndt, Luis Hernandez, William Bedford, Zach Flickinger, Ryan Madden, Dylan Poteet, Michael Turner, and Dalton Day, the top 28. Then Zachary Fitzwater, Dallas McIntosh, Chris Dodd, Corey Williams, Joseph Romero, Quentin Moore, Seth Cole, Joshua Collard, JT Bryant, Jeremy Jones, Dylan Young, William Brock, and point leader Kyle Matthews. Unfortunately for him, dead last. So something they really excuse me, I can't talk. They really missed a setup on that number 42 Coors Light machine. I about bet you they'll ditch that setup for the next stop on the tour at Martinsville for the STP 500, which will be the next stop on the tour. So our congratulations again to Joshua Osborne, the winner today at the First Union 400 at North Wilkesboro. And this is James Qualls here saying see you next time at Martinsville. It's been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.